Okay.
Yes, I am
All
God's
right.
wild child. I haven't
Excellent.
introduced myself.
So we are streaming live, ladies. We are streaming live. So, hey, first of all, hey, welcome everyone on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. I am Tara Hall. I am your moderator for our conversation today. I am talking with the co-authors of Overcomers, and their story is about to go live and launch on Tuesday, this Tuesday, right, ladies? This Tuesday,
Yes.
right? This Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I am excited to be here to talk with the ladies for a brief check-in because the launch is just around the corner. So I want to welcome to our conversation today. We have Prisca Henot, who is streaming all the way in from Belgium. We have Mary Howick, who is streaming in from Ireland. And we have Njenga, who is streaming in from Iowa. So welcome, ladies. How are you today?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Great, thank you.
Excellent, excellent. So Prisca, I'm gonna start with you. So I just need to know like one or two words, like how are you feeling? Because this is like a big moment, right? To get ready for on Tuesday. So how are you feeling like right now, knowing this is around the corner?
I'm actually feeling very nervous. It's it's my first time, so it's quite nerve-wracking, anxious, and excited at the same time.
Nice, nice. So it's funny how that same energy is channeled, right? It's been a process, right? You started this process back in, was it October?
Yeah, October.
All right, in October. So here we are, and it's almost here. So tell me a little bit first, like, you said you feel excited and you feel a little bit nervous. How is your family feeling about this process too, right? Because they've been on this journey with you.
Yes, my family are very supportive, super excited. My best friend, who actually lives in Ireland too, she's she's my number one support. She's really been there. My three sisters, and my brother, of course, who's a very big fan, always on our page, and my family. I mean, everyone. My husband, my kids have been really supportive. The only person who actually doesn't really know yet is my mom. I'm kind of keeping it as a surprise, but I'm going to talk to her next month. So because I want to talk to her face to face. I haven't seen her since the COVID, so it's quite difficult to travel. So, but my family, my best friends, my everyone has been very, very supportive, and I couldn't have done this without them.
That is awesome. And what a beautiful surprise you'll have for your mom, right? When you're able to share with her and to let her know what you've been up to since, you said you haven't seen her in some time. But you have a supportive network around you as you were going through the process and having it unfold, right?
Yeah, very, very supportive. I mean, my journey is still ongoing, as I said, and I was still going through my treatment when I started writing this. So it's quite exciting and it's quite nerve-wracking because it's still not a year yet, and you still have to do other tests to see what happens. I mean, 6 months, you have the year. I haven't done that, but I'm very hopeful and I know all is going to be well. And I think having my friends and family around me, it's what has gotten me through because they've really been there, and it's been tough. At the same time, because my husband and kids, I have teenagers, they're okay, but not having maybe your mom and sisters and best friend here with you is quite different.
Yeah.
But my mother-in-law has been very, very supportive, and it's I mean, she kind of represented my mom here, so it made it all okay, and that's what it's all about. I mean,
That's
having
right.
loved
That's
ones
right.
there for you when you need them. So
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And tell us the title of your chapter again in the book that's coming out.
the title is "Looks Like We've Made It."
Mm.
Um, Oh, you want to know why I picked that title?
No, I just wanted you to share the title of your chapter.
The title is Looks Like We've Made It.
Yeah, and that in of itself is an inspiring title. Just thinking about all of what, we collectively have been through with, with COVID and just experiencing different things as you shared personally. And people are going to have a very nice treat in reading your chapter and that well titled, It Looks Like We've Made It name. So Mary, let's kick over to Mary for a moment. Mary, please let me know, how are you feeling today? And knowing that the book is coming out and it's right around the corner, what are your thoughts? Are you just let us know how you're feeling today?
Well, I'm happy to be doing this as part of a group because it makes it so much more fun. And I'm very excited about it. I'm really excited to see, how it goes and where it leads to, and to share what I have in my chapter.
Yeah, and tell us the name of your chapter as well.
It's called Another Chance.
Another Chance.
Yeah.
And how about your support network? So as Prisca shared, she has the support of, those close to her around her in this process. And how was your support system in helping you, come to sharing in the book as well?
Well, I have a small family, but a very, very supportive family. And my sister supports everything I do. So once more, she was supportive of this. My son, because I mentioned him in the chapter, it was really important to me that he liked it, and he did. And so he's also very supportive. And then some great friends, people that I knew quite a while ago in my life, and people that I know right now, but that people were so supportive, whether they knew me recently or from some time in the past. It amazed me, how much people were there.
Yeah.
And, behind what we're doing.
Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. So Dana, I'm going to go over to you. So let us know, mixed feelings, excited, nervous. How are you? All wrapped in one.
Yes, I've certainly had a great support group. It's my extended family on top of my family at home. So they've made it really, their excitement for the book has my excitement, higher than what it was before, because I had to overcome that thought of, oh my God, I'm putting my business out here permanently in a book, and it kind of bothered me, but at the same time, like, their energy is great. So I've fed off that and just have done a lot of other things, just riding that wave of support right now.
Nice, nice. And I know before we got on live, ladies, we were talking a little bit about, just the journey, right? The journey of what it feels like this is a new experience for you all, and not knowing what to expect, but knowing that you have the support of the people around you at the same time. So I'm interested if you can share with those out there who, they haven't even, had the writing experience or process. So Prisca, we'll start with you, but just wondering, what would be something you could share with someone out there who is, saying, what, I'd love to be able to share my story one day, but, I'm afraid of the process. You have now done it. So what advice or what support would you share with someone else?
I think I'll tell them not to be afraid, it's the most important is having someone I wouldn't have done it if patient hadn't contacted me. So it's very good if you're scared or you're not even thinking about it, and then you have somebody like Patience, like a visionary author, who brings up the ideas, and then she coaches you through the process, what to do, how to put your story together. Once you have that coaching, you sit down, everything just come up, and then you just keep pouring your heart out. And that's what happened. And I think Patient made it easier, by giving the basic steps, and that's what happened. And I just tell people, if I could do it, you can also do it.
Nice. Absolutely. Absolutely. How about for you, Mary?
Well, you know, I totally echo that. If it wasn't for patients suggesting this, I would never even have thought of myself as someone who would write or who would be capable of writing. And I remember submitting the first draft to her, and her feedback was only a few words, but it changed everything because suddenly I realized I was writing very factually without heart.
Mm,
And her feedback, it just shifted very slightly how I wrote, but it made all the difference.
nice. Nice. How about for you, Dana? What would be something you could share with someone, pushing past the fear and saying, I'm gonna go for it.
That is a big thing right there. And not everyone has a patience in their life like we have. And how you find that person is going to always be what I say. You have to show up for yourself. You have to be, when someone invites you somewhere, or you have, you know, a chance to experience something, like if the city has something going on, an event, go, because you don't know who you're going to meet that's going to make that difference in your life. And the first thing you have to do is, when you are fearful, if you stay in that fear, you become a target for more problems, more fear. But when you decide to make that first step, and I live by this now, like that fear, when you make a step forward, becomes courage. And
Yes.
then when courage is in you, it becomes motivation and strength, and it just keeps building until it becomes confidence. And then there's always going to be another time of fear, but you got to remember, when you got to take that one step, crack the door open enough and let the wind push you in. So
Yeah.
that's what I would advise, like show up, show up.
Yeah, thank you. That captures it in a nutshell, right? Because the first yes that we have to make is to ourselves. When we give ourselves the permission to say it's okay for me to do this, and you have the support, as you mentioned, with Patience, who has been the visionary author behind this project, having the support, having the coaching, having the guidance, that, as you all mentioned, right, can make all the difference to seeing yourself on the other side of this project and saying, wow, something that I was nervous about, that I was doubtful about, not so clear about back in October, and now pretty soon you'll see the fruits of your labor in a published book. Ah, what a big difference, right? What a different feeling. And that's what's great to be able to share with you, those of you out there who haven't tapped into sharing your story yet. Maybe it's something you've always been wanting to do. I know a lot of people, especially as an author myself, that you see it's something that you want and you don't know if it's possible. But the moment, as you said, Dana, you take that first step, then that first step becomes your second step, and then the next one. And that is absolutely how you gain the momentum, you gain the clarity, and you gain the self-assurance to say, it's okay for me to do this. It's okay, and I have something that could help inspire and motivate someone else out there. So, ladies, as we come to a close here, because I know you all have other things on your plate, and this story is just the beginning. I'm curious to know, before I let you all go, though, does anyone still have the writing bug and sees themselves doing anything more with writing? Prisca, how about you?
Actually, yes, I didn't really think about it. And I had as I said, my best friend who lived in Ireland, I was speaking to her 2 days ago, and she's always been like, I don't know, and I said, oh, that's it. And she said, what do you mean this is it? This is just the beginning. And she said, I know you so well. I know you have a lot to tell, because it's not just about what you've been through. She knows my background. There's a lot of things, the things I do. So she said, why don't you put all together and then write a whole book? It doesn't have to be an anthology. It can be and actually I took her advice yesterday, and I've started writing a bit of story. I think just yesterday I just sat down and I got 3 pages already. So
all right, ladies, we got to clap it up for her right here. We got to clap it up. Congratulations. That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, with COVID, with time on my side, why not? I just said, okay. And I got something, so I'm starting.
All right. That's beautiful. All right. So we're looking forward to some more writing. How about for you, Mary? Have you gotten the writing bug or?
Well, Tara, I loved what Dania said. You know, when you take the first step, you don't really know where it's going to lead. The one thing that's really changed for me in the last few years is I no longer say no to things. And so what I'd say, yes, it's possible, but I don't know where life is going to bring me next. I'm just open and I'll see what comes.
All right. Nice. How about for you, Dana?
For me, I'm God's wild child, so that's my religion. So I have learned to, when he speaks, I move, and if I'm not sedative, it keeps going. So with the book, as patients reached out, like, hey, here's the next step. You want to be a part? I'm like, okay. So I just listen and keep moving. And if it's not meant for me, like, it doesn't move you a
Yeah.
certain way. So I don't know if writing is in my future, but I definitely allowed myself to ride this wave of inspiration from all of these women and have built a nice relationship. And it's really tapped into my business mode, businesswoman aspect. So that's
Nice.
what I'm on now. Mhm.
That's great. That's great. So I, am so proud of all of you ladies for saying yes to you first and sharing your story and inspiring someone else, and this is a international group. So, you just never know where your story will land and who you will inspire, right? They will not maybe have met you personally, but they have your story and you've touched them in a way that you may not know. So I'm so proud that you all decided again to take the leap and to jump and say yes to you. And thank you to all of you out there who are watching us live and those who will catch us on replay. But this is our first round of co-authors who will be launching on Tuesday. Please join us back here in this group to be part of the launch. We are excited to see them, just step out, right? We have future writers and maybe more books coming, maybe more stories coming. So patience, get ready, because it looks like some of these ladies are going to continue to need your support through the process. And for those of you who haven't tapped in yet, reach out and let Patience know you're interested in sharing your story. Maybe it's in your own book or maybe it's in a compilation, but either way, it's a great opportunity to share a bit of who you are. So we will see you back here with a new set of co-authors tomorrow as we gear up for the launch. And I'm looking forward to the big day on Tuesday. So round of applause and just a thank you to yourselves, ladies, for stepping up for you. And we'll see you all back tomorrow.